Hey, what's up guys? It's Chronofahx here with more Zelda Friday and more Breath of the Wild. Last time we completed oh man, dang it, I'm already blanking on the name of the divine. We cleared the Rito divine beast. Totally blanking on the name of it, and we also started the Terrytown quest. And yeah, we're just going to be continuing it. That's probably what's going to make up the bulk of this stream, if I'm being honest. Hey, finally starting to look like a town around here. Do you know somebody? Do you think you could keep an eye out for someone who knows about distribution and can run a general store? Rito can fly around, so they should be able to retrieve and deliver supplies. And you have to find someone whose name ends in Sun. And bring it back to Terrytown. Bob Meadow. That was the name of the divine beast that we cleared last time. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to bring the mic a little closer to me. Okay. Just need to find a Rito whose name ends in Sun. You? I don't think you're the one. I think it was a male that we're looking for. We could just kind of walk around. Besides, it gives me the opportunity to listen to this amazing music anyway. By the way, can you guys hear? Hopefully that helps. Up to just a little. Who are you? Look. Nick. Besides, you stay in retail because you're a shopkeeper. Same thing with that Rito there. What about you?
Hi.
Verla. Go get some rest. Pretty sure that's the inn. What about you? You seem like the... Yep, Bison. Here we go. Hey, what's up? I'm glad Meadows settled down, but I have bigger problems. My mom says she wants me to take over the family store someday. Can you believe that? I don't want to just help. I want to open my own store and sell whatever I want. But I don't want to compete with Mom. Wish there was a place I could set up my own shop. Heard of Terrytown? Terrytown? Tell me more. Oh, so they're in need of a general store. That's perfect. But the Akala region? It's pretty far out there. But I guess I've got to leave the nest someday and to have my own store. Okay, made up my mind. I'm going. I know. I'll gather some items on the way to Terrytown and then sell them at my noon shop. Thanks for the tip. And hey, don't be a stranger. Come visit me at my new home sometime. You'd think that they would have animated him flying away, considering he's a Rito, but... whatever. Want to break a few of these pots because they could contain arrows. Okay, these ones did not. Maybe this one? No. Sad. Oh well. Let's see. Have the hardy bass respawn? Nope. That's a shame. So before we get back to Terrytown, I think I might need to do more wood chopping. Because yeah, there is a bit of a pattern when it comes to the Terrytown side quest. You find a person, you deliver wood. You find a person, you deliver wood. Oh, okay, I did not mean to jump on... I did not mean to jump on that, but you know what, I'll take it. Anyways, yeah, there is a bit of a pattern when it comes to the side quest, but I don't know, I still enjoy it. I still like the people involved. And it does lead to a halfway decent reward. So, I will give it that. Yeah, we definitely need wood. 12 is not enough for as far as we're in to this quest. Hey, gas. Okay. Chop. Chop. Wood. Yeah, like I said in the past, Rito's stable is like the best place to grind for wood. Honestly, this whole region is a pretty good place to grind for wood, in general. There are trees everywhere, and there's plenty of axes around. You have access to axes. Too bad there aren't that many double axes, because that would make quick work of this. Since double axes actually cut through these trees in one hit, rather than these standard woodcutter's axes, which take 2 swings. Not to mention, double axes have far more durability. Tell me there's another axe somewhere here. Actually, how much wood do I... Almost 40. I think the next one requires me to have at least like 50 pieces of wood at this point. Must have already taken the axe that was here. Seeing how a blood moon hasn't happened yet, the axe hasn't respawned. So instead, let's go back to the beginning with the Shrine of Resurrection. Because I do remember there being an axe near where we first met King Roham. Or Rohim. How do you pronounce his name? The King of Hyrule. And actually, did I remember to do something? Nope, I haven't done this. So I know that this thing doesn't appear until after you've cleared the Great Plateau, but I like to imagine that this guy was just here, just hovering above Link invisible for the 100 years that Link has been asleep in the Shrine of Resurrection. I don't know, I think that would be kind of funny to think about. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and run and grab another axe. And actually, there are plenty of trees down below, so we could probably just chop some trees around here. We don't necessarily need to go back to Rito. To the Rito stable. So, I think that could work. See, torch, and there it is. And how did I miss that earlier? Okay. Yep. Not enough reach. There we go. Oh, little chest. Nice. Opal. That was made for good selling fodder. Okay. Now that we've taken care of that, let's go ahead and chop down some of these trees over here. Is that the first time I defeated a choo-choo in this? Huh. Okay. Well, that's slightly embarrassing. I would have thought I defeated one earlier, but guess not. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep that. It's not a big deal. Yeah, don't care to fight you, Bokoblin. Wood. Ooh, bundle of arrows. I guess this was a monster camp. Okay. I'll go until the axe breaks, then I'll go back to Terrytown and see if I have enough wood. I feel like that's a pretty good compromise for now. Besides, this thing's durability is not phenomenal, so I think that's a pretty fair amount of time. See, it's already badly damaged. Imagine it probably only has like one more tree in it. Half a tree. Okay, back to Terrytown. There it is. See, yeah, this way. And yep, there's the general store, selling nearly every type of arrow there is. Plus ancient gears. For some reason.
Hi.
Monnery? Why doesn't your name have Sun? You should have been called Monnery Sun. Who might you be? Just a traveler. Oh, is that so? I don't suppose you came to Terrytown to purchase a holiday home, did you? Oh, is that so? Anyway, be careful. My husband is taking care of this area, but there seems to be a lot of strange folks just outside the town. Hey! Manage to find a retail and bring him here. Thank you. Wasted no time getting a general store up and running. Apparently his family runs one too. And he, with a name like Bison, he'll fit right in. He's selling things he's picked up while flying around. Should really go check out the store. Well, next is... So, before we can call more people here, we need even more homes for them. Can you bring me 50 bundles of wood? Wow, my estimate was right on the money. If you bring me that, I can combine it with what I've already got and get started on new houses. And I'm pretty sure I have 50. 51. Okay. Hello. Did you bring me 50 bundles? Excellent. Can I have the lifesaver? I actually wanted to talk about something a little personal. Oh, not that kind of personal. Actually, I got engaged. Congrats. Thank you. To who? To Ronson. You're a cute couple. Thank you. Anyway, we want to have a little ceremony to celebrate, but we need someone priest-like to officiate. Could you look for someone priest-like for us? If we're looking for people devout enough to have priest-like person, I'd suggest a Zora. Good luck, you'll need it. This seems like a real long shot. Oh, and one last wrinkle. Yeah, in accordance with the official Bolson construction policy, that someone's name must end in Sun. If you run into anyone that fits with what I've said, send them here to Terrytown for me. Pretty sure that was the right one that I clicked on. Yeah, you just go to Zora's domain and you find a Zora with the name that ends in Sun. Not that complicated. And if I remember right, I think this is the last person we need to find for Terrytown. Honestly, this quest is going by a lot faster than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. Then again, if I'm wrong, there might be another element to this side quest that I haven't accomplished and might take up a bit more time. We'll go ahead and take the silver longsword. Because even though it's relatively low damage compared to a lot of the other stuff I've got, weapon is a weapon. And to be fair, silver longsword's a pretty good weapon, if I'm being honest. Okay, Marat. Excited. Link, I must thank you. You somehow overcame the objections of the old geezers on our council. All to help save our home. Yes, you are a treasure of a Hylian. Taking time out of your journey to come to our monster-ridden home. And here you activated these orbs with shock arrows, freed Ruta, and released my sister from lingering regret. Link, I simply can't thank you enough. Especially for following me to the end. Pushing unreasonable as I am. Zora's domain would still be in peril if not for you. You are welcome anytime, and we are ever at your service. Have I mentioned how incredible you are and how thankful I am? Because you are, and I am. Yes, you are the greatest of Hylians and my most trusted friend for all time. Or treasured friend for all time. Love you too, Sidon. You're a real brother. Master Link, who would have dreamed that the ones of Star Divine Beast Varuta would be Master Link, who miraculously reappeared after 100 years. Been so angry for so much for so long. I simply do not know what is what anymore. Actually, before we go through... Okay, I only got one. That... Oh, I did not mean to pull that out. This guy, Lito. If you have 10 luminous stones, you can trade him for diamonds, which are a good money grinding source. Okay, if I remember right, the Zora we're looking for is one of the older ones. Oh. Sneaky river snail. See, not you. Because you've got a side quest, and all the people involved in Terrytown, they do not have a quest associated with them. What about you? Capson, yes! Well, it's always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying into our fair Zora's domain. Wait a moment. You're Link! The perpetrator who forced Lady Mifa to join his crusade 100 years ago, only to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. As though I could never, ever forget that face. You should know that the elderly here who loved Lady Mifa still remember, and they still resent you. I, however, resent the deed and not the person. I also believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link, I have retired from my role as a priest. I am now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, ever since I retired, each day is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness, only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you're well aware, the afterlife lays claim to all. We never know when it will beckon. If during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is a true honor. One I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding, and I shall be fulfilled. I've been waiting to hear those words. Now, please tell me the specifics. As for the location, Terrytown in Akala. Akala isn't too far from here. Would please me to hurry there right away. No need to worry about me. I've always had confidence in my fins and feet. It's been a long while since I've had work. I'm eager to put my skills to good use. You should come as well. I will start my preparations in Terrytown in the meantime. Okay. Back over to Terrytown. And I am praying there is nothing else I need to grab. Please do not need 60 pieces of wood. Please do not need 60 bundles of wood. Please, please, please. And I did not think too much about stamina. Please let me have enough stamina to make it over to Terrytown, please. Come on. Alright. Okay, yes, I have enough. Okay, where are you, Bolson? Hey. Let's see, where? Let's see, donkey. There they are. Hey, Hudson. I called you Bolson earlier. That's the guy that bought the house from. Hey, you found Zora. Thank you. Really? Yeah, and I talked earlier and said he literally was a priest before he retired. Can't get more priest-like than that. His name's Captain, so I have no objections. Really is amazing you were able to find someone priest-like who also had an acceptable name. Well, next is... Of course, we'll need to invite guests in order to hold a ceremony. Well, I'm talking about my boss, Bolson, and my subordinate, Carson. However, I've got to prepare for the ceremony, so my hands are full. Could you invite them for me? You know where they are. Boss and Carson are in Hontano. Excellent. I'm counting on you. What about you, Ronson? What do you have to say? Vasak, do you need me for something? Sava. Used to say Savota now. Don't you remember me? I'm Ronson. Oh, maybe you've already heard, but Hudson and I are engaged. Sarko. Hudson isn't all that great at things besides his chosen profession, but I guess that isn't a huge deal, is it? You should talk to him if you want to know more. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't acknowledged Ronson's store. She sells a special brand of armor known as the Desert Vo set. Each individual piece has heat resistance, so it's pretty good for traveling in the desert, especially in the hotter parts that it's kind of off the beaten path from where you usually go when doing the Vanaboris questline. So I guess that's handy. And I guess I don't need to complete the house. Because I thought one of the prereqs for this, for getting the wedding, for getting these two guys over to the wedding is to have the house completed. So having all the furnishing, the door, everything like that, had to be attached. But guess not. Don't have any complaints about that. So we'll just move on. Hey, you two. Hey. Wait, what? Hudson's getting married. And he wants me to attend the wedding? Wow, good on him. Okay, so I just need to head over to Terrytown. This'll be fun. Okie-doo. Looks like it rained. Carson, we're heading now. Finally, we've been waiting for this day. A mostly empty house. Is there an axe nearby? I saw that there's an iron sledgehammer, so I can't remember if there was a axe. Nope, just 2 iron sledgehammers. That's it. Okay. Back over to Terrytown it is. Back to Terrytown it is. Okay. And now we need to find our good friend. Here we go. Hey, Hudson. Hey. You extended my invitation for me. Thank you. Now then, Carson and the boss Bolson are waiting for things to begin. Shall we start the ceremony? Understood. Then, let's join the gathering. Silence, everyone. Now, we shall begin. We are gathered here today to join Hudson and Ronson in matrimony. Hudson, before the eyes of these witnesses and before those of Goddess Hylia, do you take Ronson to be your wife, to have and to hold, in good times and in bad? I do. Excellent. And Ronson, before the eyes of these witnesses and before those of Goddess Hylia, do you take Hudson as your lawfully wedded husband in sickness and in health? And do you also vow to name your children in accordance with the Bolson constructing naming guidelines? Wait a moment. Those vows are not traditional by anyone's standards. What makes you say that? They're as traditional as it gets. I don't think she means traditional in that sense of the word. A vow of undying tradition. And a vow of guidelines compliance. I'll take that vow. Think of future generations. Well, those are the guidelines. I do. Excellent. Oh man, I actually had a little cough there. And so, dearly beloved, please help me in greeting this newly married couple. I wish this new couple nothing but the utmost happiness as they set out on this journey of marital bliss. Yeah, pretty sweet scene. It's pretty cute. I like it. Hey, it's you. Thanks for attending the ceremony. But no, just something in my eye. Now, Terrytown looks like a real town at long last. This is all possible because of you. Can't thank you enough for all the hard work you did. Alright, this is for you. For that, we get 3 diamonds. These were found inside the boulders we smashed when we were clearing land. Ronson and I have no use for them. You could take them. And, yep, and that's it for Terrytown. So yeah, on top of the 3 diamonds, which, like I said before, are really good for selling because they're worth like 500 each. Yeah, you just get this nice little town where you have an easy access to these precious stones. So if you need them for any reason, you can just buy them. An arrow shop. And, as I showed earlier, a clothing shop that has near exclusive clothing in. There is another spot where you can buy these desert vows, but they involve a kind of weird side quest. And they require you to go out of your way to find them. So, if you want an easier way of getting this specific clothing set, I would suggest the Terrytown rather than the one that's in Gerudo Town. Anyways, with that, let's go ahead and talk to Bolson. Hiya. Brad and Gru were so lovely, weren't they? Love. Such a sublime, precious thing, you know? My best wishes to the couple. Now that the wedding's over, we should probably head back to Hotspur. Well then. Carson, we're going home. Okay. And if I remember right, there is one other thing in Terrytown that is actually very valuable. I think it's on the second floor of one of these houses that you could find. Okay, nope, not there. Don't think it's up there. Nope. I think it might be up there. Yes! Hey! Huh? What? Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Grante, a dashing novice researcher of ancient civilizations. Still got a lot to learn, though. That's why my father told me to go out and see the world. Are you also making your way through the world? Oh, you too, huh? I'm beside myself with glee. Anyways, you must have come a very long way to get here. Hey, how about as a reward I let you buy my ultra rare armor at a decent price? Sounds like a good deal. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it on your journey. It's called, Climb something. I got a complete set of this rare gear. It's rubber something something. Here you go. Basically, if you've sold any one-of-a-kind clothing that you cannot buy anywhere else, and sometimes even gear, like there's a specific shield that you can buy here if that shield ends up breaking, you can buy them here. But, with the exception of the Ultra World-worn trousers, these things are heckin' expensive, so beware. So yeah, that's another nice reward, and why I think doing the Terrytown side quest is worthwhile. Okay. I think that is it for Terrytown. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and see what else I need to do in order to complete the house, because I do want to complete the house this stream. And then after that, there is one more thing that I want to do. So, okay. I'm pretty sure I don't have the funds to complete the next thing, so I'm just gonna see what the prices are, and if I can't afford right now, and I'll see if selling the 3 diamonds it will be enough to cover everything. That was a nice ceremony. Known Hudson for a long time, and honestly, this was the happiest I've ever seen the guy. Warms the heart. Well, guess I should get back to work. Need anything? Come talk to me. Build me something. Okay, so I need one more bow mount and one more shield mount. So each one is 100 rupees, so that's 200 right now. Build me something. What about installations? 100, so that's 300, 400, 500 for all the installations. And what about the exterior? Sign with my name. Okay, so I need 800 rupees. So yeah, selling at least 2 of the diamonds will be enough to cover the cost of everything. Assuming everything was 100. And I should even have a little bit of leftover rupees to boot. Okay, you. I'm here to sell. Okay, let's see here. Thank you for waiting. Okay, where are the diamonds at? Said every Minecraft player ever. Yep, 500 rupees each. Just need to sell 2 and good to go. Let's go finish the house. Alright, you two. Let's get to work. So first, let's finish off the weapon mounts. Time for some construction instruction. Balls of construction was a credo, thunk, whip, hammer, saw. Good rhythm job. Good job. Practically perfect if I do say so myself. A little jealous. Okay, wait for you to sit down and I need you to get back up. Your displays, shield mount. Okie doo. Practically perfect. Practically perfect in every way. I'm Mary Poppins. Installations. First, I would like a door for my house, please. I have some rather valuable stuff in there already. Carson, recall that time you dazzled me? Well, it's dazzling time again, baby. Yo. Perfectly installed. Yay, I actually have a door on my house. Now build everything else. Installations. Give me a bed. I need sleep. Carson, we are on. Been waiting. Pretty flawless, if I do say so myself. I really wish that you could just say, I want to build this, all at once. Because doing this in increments does take a little bit. I admit that is a little complaint I do have with this. Okie doo. Sorry, sleep time, baby. See you later. What? They only work during the day. Oh well, gives me a chance to show the interior of the house since that's technically complete now. So yep, get some nice lighting. There's all the displays. And if we go upstairs... Okay, we're missing one thing here, but with this bed, we now no longer have to pay to stay at it in or anything. And by going to sleep, you fully recover your health. And you can pass the time, making it easier to actually spawn in blood moons. As long as you know how the time mechanics work. Okay. Okay, house exterior. Let's plant some trees. Yeah, you can just plant some trees and you can basically grind out wood for the Terrytown quest if you're short on it. But again, I kind of prefer the retail stable. I think it's a lot faster. Plus, you get a lot more trees around. Because, yeah, that's it. That's all the trees you get. Not that many. Pretty flawless. But then again, I'm not sure those things can actually spawn in wood. I think they're more decorative. So, okay, a house exterior, and let's do flowers. I want the sign to be the last thing.
Hey? Oh.
Yep, nothing like using a saw and a hammer and hammering in some nails to plant some flowers. Okay. And the very last thing. Make me a sign. Lord, give me a sign.
Oh. Oh.
Carson, we had studs of stud work. You're darn tootin', we are. Yo. God. Pretty flawless, if I do say so myself. You housing monster! You got everything? Ah, such is the way of youth. Driven, even reckless youth, some might say. Well, since you bought everything, I threw in some free furniture. Yeah, least I could do. Garson, look lively. I'm with you. Well, I am tuckered. Couldn't swing a ball-peen hammer right now, let alone an axe. Break time, baby. Hi. Need something from me? Oh, like this? Heirloom passed down through several generations of the Bolson fam. Necklace that brings happiness. At the end of Hudson's wedding, did you see the showers of flower petals? Glad. Proves true quality. Those flower petal showers can't be seen by the vapid or disenchanted. Infinite falling petals represent endless love. Gorgeous, right? Anything else you want to ask? Farewell. What about you, Carson? I almost never talk to you. Morning there. Oh yeah, thanks for the big purchase. Seriously though, well done. Where'd a kid like you get that kind of dough? Thanks to you, I'm getting a plum bonus. Me and my girlfriend are gonna grab a tasty meal. I did not realize that this guy had a girlfriend. All these years, and I never actually noticed. And I never knew. Well, look at our pretty side. Link's house. There's our trees and flowers. And, of course, the interior of the house, complete with furnishing. Okay, so I want to see, is there any other are there any other weapons that I want to just deposit here for now? No, I don't think so. At least for now. Okay, so the next thing that I want to go for is up here in Akala. Because there is one more semi-story thing left, other than Calamity Ganon. I say semi because this is the most optional of optional. Like, the game references it once in the entire main story. But it is technically considered a story quest, so I'm gonna go do it. Just because I can. And the reward you get for doing this is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. So right now, I'm just gonna whistle run up this road. And of course, Emerald is still stuck down in the village. Man, I am sorry, Emerald. I did not mean to neglect you so much during this playthrough. And, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the one thing standing in my way. He'll be fine, yeah. On. Yeah. Whack. Love me my duplex bow. Okay. Welcome to the, I think, second to last thing that I'm going to do before fighting Calamity. The Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Yeah, the multi-shot bows are amazing, especially the ones from Lionel's. Those things are downright broken. It's...
Hi.
Hey you! What are you doing here? Are you the one called Link? That's too bad. If you were the legendary Link, there would be something important I need to tell you. But how can I determine with full certainty whether or not you are the true hero? Yes, how indeed. Yes. If you show me the wounds your body suffered 100 years ago, that should prove you are truly Link. Alright, buddy, you asked for this. Yes, the number of scars on your body. Just as I remember. Yeah, odd way to determine if it's Link. Most seem to be healed, but they too line up with the scars I know you got during the Great Calamity 100 years ago. Yes, I acknowledge you as the real Link. So, let us begin again. I am the lead guardian researcher and director of the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Dr. Robbie! In any case, I really am impressed that you made it all the way out to this rather remote location. Did you perchance meet Pura and borrow her power? Yeah, Robbie is such a silly as he is. But I love him. He's one of my favorite minor characters. Probably not my favorite, my absolute favorite. I think that goes to either Pura or dang it, I'm blanking on her name, but the one girl from Kakariko, the one that's under Impa. I'm totally blanking on her name. I really should not be blanking on her name. She's one of my favorites. Paya, yes, thank you. Paya, yes. Yes, okay. That's fine if you don't know. Let us return to the subject at hand, Did you know that the Calamity is regaining its power? I see. Then I don't need to tell you my story, Yes, I see. In that case, the goal of our Sheikah research lab is simple, really. We aim to destroy the Calamity that has endured across time, to rid Hyrule of its dark influence, and above all, to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prisoner of the Calamity. We have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes. Now is the time to join forces with us, Sheikah. Yes. We must destroy the Calamity. Yes, that is correct. You and I are going to join forces to put an end to the Calamity. And on that note, sorry for the long preamble, but I'd like to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. Did you catch all that? Sherry, the ancient oven, creates ancient soldier gear, but I fear she's out of sorts at the moment. I'm afraid someone will have to bring the blue flame for the ancient furnace again. So yeah, just like with Pura before him, we essentially have to run and do blue flame quest. Only this one is significantly longer than the last. Wait, does Robbie mark where that is on the map? Or did that assist that I totally skipped over earlier?
Yeah.
Morning. And check it out. How was that? Figured I'd give an impression of Hatsune Ancient Tech Lab's director Pura a shot. Maybe it was a bit much for the first time meeting you, though. Link, don't worry about it. It's all okay. So, what do you need from me? I'm Sharon. Check it. I'm an amateur scholar of ancient history. To be honest, I've been focusing a lot on my research on shrines. Oh, that reminds me. Link, there's somewhere you need to go. Left Eye of Skull Lake. I know there's a shrine there, but it's a challenge to get to it. Left Eye of Skull Lake is higher up. The right one is lower down. If you run into Kilton, you're on the wrong eye. Oh yeah, Kilton. Yeah, I never actually ran into him, but at nighttime there's a shop run by a little monster demon called Kilton. If you sell him monster parts, he'll do special currency where you can buy various things, including masks that essentially make you invisible to enemies. At least certain types of enemies, depending on the mask. The only, like, all-encompassing one that does, monster protection is Majora's Mask, which is, I think, either an amiibo item or it's a DLC item. He also does sell a couple weapons, but mostly they're useless. Only get them just to complete the Hyrule Compendium. That's it. I mean, seriously, one of the weapons he sells you is the mop. I think the only, like, halfway decent weapon that he sells you is this, like, hammer that does 1 damage, but it acts like a spring, so it'll launch enemies. Okay, so it is DLC. And the more I think about it, I think the amiibo mostly gives you yeah, the monster masks are cool. I think the amiibos mostly have Link outfits from other Zelda games and other Link weapons from other Zelda games, like the Bigoron sword and the Sea Breeze boomerang from Wind Waker. And there's also one that gets you Epona, which is basically a max stat horse. Oh, and Wolf Link. Yes, the Wolf Link amiibo. Which is pretty much impossible to get unless you want to shell out a whole lot of money. Which I do not have. Because that was only released with Twilight Princess HD 8 years ago. Have you played Breath of the Wild DLC? I actually have. I do not have it on this Switch, but I have played the DLC in the past. My older brother, who had the Switch pretty much since launch along with Breath of the Wild, he did buy the DLC and he let me play it. So I have played through the DLC in the past. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And actually, yeah, that is... While we're on the subject, I might as well talk a little bit about the DLC. I mean, just because I am not playing it right now doesn't mean I won't talk about it. So Champion's Ballad is a 4-parter thing involving revisiting the different areas of the game and refighting the Blights as essentially the champions, like what they had in the past. And by completing all 4 of them, and as well as an additional shrine, you get the Master Cycle 0, which is hands down the best mount in the entire series. I freaking love that thing. And then Trial of the Sword is basically you go to Lost Woods, you drop off the Master Sword and you're given a survival challenge where you're given wave upon waves of enemies. And you are given absolutely nothing but your Sheikah Slate at the beginning. And your reward for completing each of them is basically adding 10 damage to the Master Sword, maxing out at 60. It's fun to zoom around on, yeah. Where the heck is that torch thing? I know it's like... Maybe it's at the top of this thing? Really hoping it is. Yes, this is it. I don't know. Maybe when I actually start... Maybe if I actually make money doing streaming and I actually get some more money, I might actually buy the DLC for this and play for you guys on stream even after I complete Breath of the Wild. Because I very well doubt that after I defeat Calamity again and I'm going to be done with Breath of the Wild and streaming that. I very well doubt it. But for now, I'm a broke boy, so that's gonna be quite a while before I can do that. Let's see, So, do you know what I'm kind of disappointed in? The fact that Tears of the Kingdom never got a DLC. Like, I think they did say at one point they were going to do a DLC for Tears of the Kingdom, but they never did. They never released it. I know that some people... I know that one of the common criticisms with Tears of the Kingdom is that it essentially just felt like Breath of the Wild DLC, but still, it would have been fun to see more content from it. At least add in a master mode. Which, oh yeah, master mode is another thing that's included with the DLC. It's basically the base game again, except way harder. All the enemies have more health. You are immediately given harder enemies right from the get-go. And they even introduce a new difficulty of enemy with gold type enemies. And they also include a mechanic where if you stop attacking an enemy for a bit, they will self-heal. Yeah, they heal themselves. Oh, hi. Haha, you can't get me now. Oh, hi. Pretty sure I went off the beaten path, but it's fine. And the goal is still the same. Link, why'd you get stuck there? Okay, and there we go. Akala Ancient Tech Lab has been added to your map as a travel gate. Very nice. Okay, and what weapon was I? Right, silver longsword. Hello, Z. Familiar name missing. Welcome. Insert materials and rupees. So yeah, with combined rupees and materials, you can buy various things, including ancient arrows, which is the only arrow type that I surprisingly haven't got. Like seriously, I've been playing this game for how long now on stream, and I still haven't gotten a single ancient arrow. Anyways, these things are basically insta-kill to normal enemies, and they do major damage to anything related to Guardians or any of the, like, Blights or even Calamity. Ganon. They are the most overpowered weapons in the game. But there's also Ancient Sword, Short Sword, and Ancient Shield. Ancient Blade Saw, so you could go full-on Chainsaw Man. An Ancient Spear, an Ancient Bow, and the Kutegara, the Ancient Armor Set. These are hands down the best armor. This is hands down the best armor in the game. High defense. Makes it so you take less damage from Guardians. And the set bonus basically makes it so that you do increased damage if you're wielding an ancient weapon like one of these. Or one of like these, or one of these. Basically making you a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, off stream I might grind out to get the ancient armor so I can have that when I fight Calamity. But for now, we'll just kind of leave it as is. Let's see. Let's see. Is there anything? Okay. So. Okay, we've only been streaming for about an hour, so I guess we'll go ahead and do, I think, the last thing that I want to do before I fight Calamity. So, before I go in there, I do want to heal, so I'm going to go to my house in Hateno and just rest up there. Because after I heal, I'm going to Hyrule Castle because there's a specific item that I want to pick up. Plus, I also want to spend a little bit of time so that my Daruk's protection can recharge. Daruk's protection is now ready to roll. So how long is... Okay, about 10 minutes. I think I can reach where I need to go by then. And also, is it just me, or is the lineup of like Divine Beasts on the top of that loading screen in the order of which I completed all of them? Because I think in previous playthroughs they've been in a different order, so do they change based off of what order you complete the Divine Beast in? Because if that's the case, that's a really cool detail. Oh, hello there. Oh. And that healing is already pretty much wasted. Okay, go with that, and... Okay, and... Yeah, let's go with the shield. Stop moving! According to Reddit, they stay in the same order. Huh, okay. Oh, come on! Stop blasting me! Jeez, and I defeated the first one of these so easily! And that was my last fairy, so I'm getting the heck out of here. And that isn't even the dangerous part of this. And again, I defeated one like a few I defeated one of those Walker Guardians like a few streams ago with no problem. Like, I took no damage against it. Yeah, that thing was just thrashing me. Nobody's business. Okay, Spike Book of Shield, and let's switch back to that. Please tell me the fairies respawned here. Yes! Or at least one of them did. Come on down, little fairy. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Okay. I think there was another fairy fountain around a tower. I think it was this one. Yes, I think this is the right tower because there should be another great fairy fountain around here. Or was it another tower? See, not that one. Probably not that one. Not that one. Don't... Maybe? Jack, could you tell me which tower it was that had like a fairy fountain? That had like a great fairy fountain near it? Please. Because I do remember walking past a fairy fountain on the way to getting one of these towers. But I can't remember which one it was specifically. Isn't there one in Akala? That's the Akala Tower. It's like in the middle of the ruins. Maybe it was around the Tabantha Tower. The one near Tabantha. Okay, so I did click on the right one there. Put on some warm pants. Okay, yes, there it is. Because, yeah, I'm just mainly going there to get some more fairies before I go to Hyrule Castle. Because clearly I need them. Come on down. Just come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. Okay, are there any more? Ooh, there's 2 more. Okay. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come down. Come down. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Okay, I lost track of it. Where did it go? Whatever. Oh, there it is. Okay, just come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Why did they have to make fairy collecting so annoying in this game? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just hover down. Gotcha. Oh. That was a total troll move on the game. Okay, just calm on down. Come on. Don't you want to join your friends? Come on. Why don't you join your friends? Come on. Apparently this one doesn't involve the peer pressure. You're real annoying. You're a real annoying one, you know that? Just come on down. Gotcha. Okay. And how much did you need? 500? Okay, I'm still short. You know what, rather than go back to the bed, I do not have that many health foods, do I? Let's try a different shrine to reach Hyrule Castle from. Sorry, I just needed to adjust in my chair a bit. Wood. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll enter the castle from this end. Because I'll just only have to deal with the Sky Guardians, which are not too hard to avoid. You just mainly need to stay out of their line of sight. So I'm not overly concerned about this. Okay. Whoa, hey! Okay, I did not realize there was a stone talus there. Castletown Prison. Whoa, hey! Dang, that is quite an arm. Okay, volley scale, and let's go. Okay, I think I want to go in through here. Because if I remember right... West Passage. There's a Korok here. Hey, what do I need to drop? Okay, I think it's a hard-boiled egg I need to drop. Because...
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Yes, Daruk's protection is now ready to roll. Now, this is a hot spring. So, let's see, where are my eggs at? Here we go. Drop. Hard-boiled egg. So then again, I probably could have just dropped that in here. Because, yeah, I can't even hold that now. Might as well swim in this for a bit. Have my health recover a bit. Okay. So, based off the map, I need to make my own. I think where I need to go is probably past that wall.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Thank you, Ravioli. Okay. Yes, this is where I need to be. Lock up. Crack in the wall? Every Zelda player knows. That means ball. Okay, yeah, I'll go. Or, actually, no. Stab, stab, stab. Dragon Bone Mob Spear. Goodbye. That is one annoying thing about Rivali's Gale. Sometimes it does screw you over a little bit when it comes to just traversing over small gaps. Why isn't my motion controls working? There we go. Yeah, those bars are bent at the most convenient place. Okay, what's the point of those malice eyes? Unless it was just blocking this. Lift that up, and... Okay, that wasn't the right way. But so, kind of a convenient exit point now. Dodge. Thanks. Okay, well, at least that malice from earlier is gone. Wait, what's that glowing thing? Wait, is that... Oh yes, a blizzard rod. Sweet. And of course I can't carry any more weapons. Yeah, I'll just ditch one of these. I'll take that. Yes, this is it. Save real fast. Door locks behind me in classic Zelda fashion. And style knocks. Come on, yeet that at me. Haha. And I got bomb arrows. Okay, and I kind of want the full Master Sword to be a full charge 105 Calamity, so let's just wear down its durability for a bit until it breaks. That way it could be full charge 105 Calamity. Hey buddy, over here! Hey buddy, look over here! Aha, now you're blind. Okay, let's switch things up to ice arrows since I got an abundance of these things. Go. Yeah, the Stalnox is not that bad. I just wanted to recover health because of the lockup part of it. Because those enemies do hit hard. Royal Broadsword. Great Thunderblade. With critical hit, too. Nice. What do I want to drop for that? A lot of these are pretty good. Maybe I'll just ditch one of the Ancient Battle Axes. Hylian Shield, aka best shield in the game. 90 defense and has the highest durability of anything in the entire game. Part of me does kind of wish that it had the infinite durability that it had in Skyward Sword, which is where the whole weapon durability thing came from. But it's still a really dang good shield. So I won't knock it too much. But yeah. Full look of Link. Well, with the exception of the Tunic of the Wild, which is your prize for getting all 120 shrines in this game. Is it worth it? Not especially. Speaking as someone who's... Okay, I haven't gotten all the 120 shrines in Breath of the Wild, but I have gotten all 152 shrines in Tears of the Kingdom and got the prize from that, which is essentially the same thing as the one in Breath of the Wild. And yeah, I don't use that armor in Tears of the Kingdom. I prefer to do the Fierce Deity outfit. Okay. And actually, I think I lied earlier. That the Hylian Shield is not the last thing. I just remembered there was one other thing that I wanted to do. Because I don't see a whole lot of other people cover this. So if the loading screen will finish, thank you. At the start of the game, this popped up. I want to get this. Not only because, again, not many people cover this, but also, dude, I'm like one of the biggest fans of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Of course I want to get something that's related to it. So yeah, I'm going to be seeking out this, and I think that will take up the rest of the time for the stream. So, let me see if I can remember where they are. Because I think I have them written... I think I have, like, notes on where they are. So just give me a quick sec while I look that up. My favorite character, Nia, hands down. I love Nia. With Mithra as a close second. Okay. Okay, the first location is Bridge of Hylia. And yeah, I actually am going to be playing the Xenoblade trilogy at some point, like on stream. Probably won't have it for a bit because I want to get Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 as well at the end of the year to kind of go along with the release of the Sonic 3 movie. Plus, around Halloween, I also want to play Alien Isolation around Halloween. It'll be like one of the only times I'll play a horror game, but still, it'll be kind of fun to see my reactions to that kind of thing. Especially since I haven't played Alien Isolation. Okay. Stand in the middle of the bridge and look to the southern sky at night. But yeah, I think starting at the new year, I am going to start playing the Xenoblade trilogy, starting with the first game. If things go according to plan, anyway. Oh hey, Farosh. And look to the southern sky. Oh, hi! Don't mind me. Inventory's full. Stand in the middle of the bridge. Look to the southern sky. Oh, yep, there it is. Salvage your headwear. Okay, second clue. The eastern sky from the skull's left eye. So for that, you're gonna go around Skull Lake. Yeah, with this quest, you have to stand at specific places and just follow the shooting star. Or falling meteorite, I guess, is more accurate. Okay, just head towards the green. So, how's y'all's, how are y'all doing today? Finally the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to finally have it be the weekend. And hi, Lionel. I would appreciate it if you didn't notice me, please. And he noticed me. Alright, what kind of elemental weapons are you packing, buddy? Okay, he's not firing at me. Okay. Must have decided you weren't a threat. I mean, that's fair. I'm not exactly well equipped to fight Lionels right now, so... Because with the exception of the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield, which even that I almost never use the Hylian Shield, pretty much as soon as I get it, I always just put it into the house and just put it up there for decoration for the remainder of the game. But, still. Okay. Rivali's Gale. Okay. Once I land there, it should be... Look to the eastern sky. So it's no longer nighttime, so I don't think that would work anymore. Yeah, it's not working, so I would have to leave and come back when it's nighttime. In the meantime, I could probably just do this shrine real fast. Oh hey, nice, it's one of the blessing ones, so there's no effort whatsoever. Flame Blade. Nice. May the goddess smile upon you. Okay. Because I do not want to spend any money on beds, just gonna go over to Hatano and just sleep in my bed. And while I'm there, I might as well put up the Hylian Shield because I'm not intending to use it this time either. Can you make a fire? I don't know how much wood I have left after doing the whole Terrytown and getting a house quest. Huh, I have 4 bundles of wood. So yeah, I had a bit of wood, but... Yeah, again, I wasn't sure how many I had left after all of that. And there it will stay forever. And also, I'm still wearing the cold-resistant pants. I just noticed that. Normal pants. Okay, and it was look to the eastern sky. Oh, there it is. Hi. Also, one neat little detail about these treasure chests, they look like the red treasure chests from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like if you go and salvage, or if you search around the overworld, they actually resemble the treasure chests that you find in that game. Kind of a neat detail that if you haven't played the game, you might not have noticed. And then the third clue is in Hebrew. It's at Hebrew Peak. The southeastern sky from the peak of the tall, pure snowy mountain. And I do not have the map for that unlocked, so looks like it's gonna be a lot of wandering for a bit. Oh boy. Okay, and yes, I need to head towards the red. Oh! Nearly fell to my death there. Forgot that was buried inside a cliff. Within a cliff face. Yeah. Thank goodness for the paraglider. See, is there an easier way to get up there? Probably we want to go from Rito Village. That might be the easier way to get to the tower. Okay, just need to head to that road. Ew. And just going around and collecting the... I'm doing pretty good. How about you, buddy? Nice. Yeah, right now I'm just going around and collecting the like side quest stuff for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like I'm doing this. So I'm just going to collect the last armor piece of that. Yeah, not a lot of people really have done that quest. My best guess is it's because nobody really played Xenoblade. It's one of the lesser known Nintendo franchises out there. Pretty much, I think the only people even know of its existence is because of Smash Brothers and Chaka Conroy. But not only covering it because very few people have, but also I'm just a really big fan of Xenoblade, yeah. Like, straight up, Xenoblade 2 is my second favorite video game behind Majora's Mask. Like, that's how much of a fan I am of the series. Okay. I'm gonna head to that tower so I can get a better view of the map and where I'm going. Each individual armor piece gets swim speed up, and then the full armor set, I think, does stamina decrease with swimming. So it's not anything too special, but it's still kind of cool that it essentially gives you the same armor as Rex. So it's really more of a novelty armor set, but a cool novelty. Yeah, I can't even do I can't win bomb, so I'm gonna have to whistle run my way. Or do Rivali's Gale. For tower and screw all this ice. Got the DLC, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I really like the DLC for this game. I mean, I don't have it on this Switch, but I have played the DLC before. Oh yeah, the Master Trials. Digital map extracted. And Actually, if I saw that right, I only have 2 towers left to find. Okay, so based off of my notes, the third piece should be at the top of Hebra Peak, found in northwestern. Okay, so right about here is where I need to be. Oh, that's a fair distance. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid doing shrines. I think I'm just gonna go straight for the armor. How much longer does this Rivali scale have? 4.5 minutes, okay. Late game is so fun and boring. All I do is kill every mini boss I can remember and wait for Blood Moon. Yeah, that is kind of the thing when it comes to open world games. I love them, but at the same time, it's like the end game is mostly, yeah, I'm just going to be refighting the hardest enemies over and over again. Which, don't get me wrong, can be fun. Like, it's fun to get better and better at a game, especially if it's one that's hard. Like if you're really good at the Soulsborne kind of games, like Elden Ring or Dark Souls. It is fun to kind of just grind against some of the harder enemies and feel that satisfaction. Not that I really felt that with the Soulsborne game, because, well, I've never actually sat down and played a Soulsborne game, like Elden Ring or anything like that. But I can imagine that's probably how a lot of people feel whenever they play a game like that. I mean, I might play a Soulsborne for stream, like, I think I might do Elden Ring at some point, but I'm not sure when that would be. Pretty sure these are wind currents that I can ride up. Nope. Oop. You certainly complete a lot more of the game that I have on my personal time. Because on my personal file, like, the most I've completed is have the whole map completed, the main story, and at least the majority of the shrines. Like, I think I'm missing 15 of them at this point. Like, on my personal file. And then I have completed the DLC in the past, but that file has since been erased. Okay, that wall is icy, so I'm gonna have to wait for Rivali's gale. Or I could just go around it and just climb up this. That works too. Whistle run. The nice thing that makes it so that climbing is less unbearable. Depending on how steep the wall is anyway.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Yeah, definitely play Tears of the Kingdom. It's pretty great. I love it. I might not play Tears of the Kingdom on stream like after Breath of the Wild. In fact, I'm planning on having the next one be Ocarina of Time as my next Zelda game that I do for Zelda Fridays. But eventually I'll get around to Tears of the Kingdom. Pick up the Korok. And then, okay. So, southeastern. Should... Oh, right, it's not nighttime. So... take that out, and then do I have any flint? Yes. Oh, stop! No! Oh, sorry, little Korok. Okay. Moonlighter. What's it about? And what systems is it on? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I might check it out and play it on stream. We'll see. I do have a very long list of games, so it may take a bit for me to get around to playing that, but I'll put it on the list, for sure. And there we go. That's the last piece of armor that we need for the Xenoblade 2 stuff. Yes, when dash stamina up is the set bonus, and yep, that's the armor. They need to make it where you can tame more companions like wolves or dogs. Yeah, I kind of wish that it was a mechanic. Like, come on, if you're gonna put dogs in the game, why not make them pets too? Especially considering that Wolf Link is a thing. Anyways, yeah. Like I said, this armor set is mainly a novelty thing, but it's a cool novelty. I like it. And yeah, but I mean, like, as like a permanent pet, so like somebody that sticks by you and like helps you fight sometimes. Kind of like how the spirits work in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Okay. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and call it. Yeah, like in Staples, you can pick up your wolf and your horse. Yeah. Anyways, I think that I'll call it here for this stream. So, next time on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I guess it'll be the finale because we're going after Calamity Ganon. So, until next time, take care, stay safe, and y'all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.